there were 48. And then Hawaii and Alaska became states. So they had to make new flags with 2 more stars. So we talked about the District of Columbia maybe becoming a state. We talked about Puerto Rico maybe becoming a state. Then there would be more stars, new flag. So this gives you a little bit of the history. But what the important thing about the eagle is that 1782, it was right after the United States became a country. They chose the eagle. Other countries have the eagle as a symbol of their country. The eagle is very famous. So you'll notice that it said about the eagle being in North America. There are eagles throughout the world, the globe. Eagles in Europe, eagles in China, eagles in Africa, but the bald eagle, the one with the white head, North America. Remember North America? One more map before we get started. I love maps. Okay.
North America. No. North. South America. South.
So notice, sometimes they talk about Central America. Remember Central in
Yes.
the middle?
Mexico.
Not really. Mexico is part of North America. It's all a big chunk here. So usually when they talk about Central America, it means these smaller countries in here.
Island.
Pardon?
Like island.
No, this is, you can drive.
Yeah, you can drive.
You can drive all the way from here
Yeah.
to here in your car, drive all the way
Yeah.
down to here. This over here,
Yeah.
those are islands. Many, many islands. So what do they call this? So we don't call them North America, we don't call them South America. They call them the Caribbean islands in the Caribbean Sea. And some big ones here. Cuba. Do we know Cuba?
Yeah. Come here.
And then over here we have Bahamas and Puerto Rico. This one right here, I don't know if you can see it where my finger is. It's not very dark on here, but it's part of the United States, but not a state. The United States owns it. It's part of the U.S. If you live in Puerto Rico, you are a U.S. citizen, but you're not a state. So there are many islands in here, and you have to remember, we talked about colonies from Europe.
Yeah.
And so most of those islands were colonies of Europe,
Yeah.
which is why some of them, the language is French. Some of them, the language is Spanish.
French.
Mix.
Some of them, the language is like English, close to English. They were an English colony. And there are even some that are Dutch. Dutch. Remember Dutch
Yeah.
from Holland? Down here, these were Dutch, some of these were Dutch colonies. And here, Brazil,
Brazil.
what language is spoken there?
Brazilian.
Spanish?
Spanish.
Close,
Portugal.
Portuguese. There's Spain, there's Portugal. Look how little Portugal is. Look how big Brazil is. So a small country made this big country a colony. Very interesting. So that answers your question about North America and South America. Yeah. This is the Western Hemisphere over here. Okay, there was a time when these countries here wanted, these small countries said, we want part of the world. So they would go to explore, remember?
Yeah.
Now, what I want you to remember when we do today's story about Cuba, you see where Cuba is?
Yes.
From Cuba to Florida, very close, very close. And this will come up when we read today. I think we'll do this one first. Kennedy. And then we'll do our grammar. Did I give anyone this one?
No.
Take one. Who has heard of John Kennedy? Anyone?
John F. Kennedy, US President.
Yeah.
This is president?
Ex-president.
Got shot.
Pardon?
One time.
Yeah. Welcome.
John
done, so I can use the board. JFK. Gonna save one for myself. Did I have any extras? Huh. I'll read from here, I guess. 61. This is a picture here of Kennedy, very famous picture. These initials are kind of well known. If you go to New York and fly, there are two airports in New York City. JFK, named after him. The other one is LaGuardia, named after a famous mayor. Two airports in New York. It's huge, huge, huge airport. Let's start off here. We'll start, how about Arafat? Start us off.
On November 1960, Johann Press.
Slow down.
Okay. On November 1960, Johann Press.
John
Fitzgerald Kennedy. Because
became
the youngest man ever elected president of the United States. People like him because he had now ideas. John Kennedy given Americans hope for the future.
Hope for the future.
Yeah.
That was his campaign. Okay. In 1960. So how old was he?
1917.
He was 43. Yes, very young to be
Yeah.
president.
Ah.
40.
He was 43 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so the next youngest was Obama.
Yes.
Obama was 47. So just to show you something about how they were much alike in the way people knew them. This is a very famous poster of Obama.
Yeah. You know.
Hope. You see the picture? Oh. Hope. So what does that mean? Hope.
Wish.
Hope.
Wish.
Yes, we wish. What did they wish?
About future.
The future.
Yeah.
A better future.
Better future.
Better future. Yeah. So, you have to remember, in 1960, the United States had come out of the Second World War. In 1945, United States industries were doing great. Car companies, everything, business was good, but there were problems. There were big problems, and we'll get to that. Next one, go ahead, Abdullah, take it.
Kennedy was born on May 29, 1917. He was the second of 9 children. His family was very wealthy and beautiful.
Powerful.
Powerful. His father, Joseph, was so rich that he gave his children 1 million each when they reached the age of 21. Kennedy's mother, Rose, lived to the age of 104,
100.
reached
You
the
can say,
age.
hold on. When you see 104, you can say 104, 104, either way. Yeah, go ahead.
H.
Her religious
Faith.
faith and strength of character helped the family through these and
Triumphs.
triumphs.
Okay. What's this word?
Age.
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 Age. What is your age?
How old are you?
How old are you? Okay. Remember this? That funny word, or funny letter.
H.
Age.
Ago.
Ja.
Ago.
Ga. Age ago. So both sounds, different words. What's this word?
Troy.
Tragedies.
Tragedies, yeah.
What is a tragedy?
Tragedy, 5
Something
people.
very bad. Yes.
5 people killed.
Yeah. 5 people shot.
Yeah.
A tragedy. Yeah.
Trouble.
It's a bad thing.
Yeah,
But
bad.
the next word there. Notice PH. Fa sound. Triumphs.
Triumphs.
Yeah, triumphs. That's the other side. Tragedy, something very big or very bad. Triumph means something very good
Good.
that you won.
Tragedies and triumphs.
So this family had both. Bad things,
Good.
good things.
Yeah.
What does that word wealthy mean?
Wealthy. We have too much money.
A lot of money.
Yeah.
Now, here it says he gave each of his children $1 million.
Yeah.
In 1960, $1 million was a lot of money.
Yeah.
So today, $1 million, a lot of money, but not like it was then, $1 million. In 1960, Joe Kennedy, the father, made a lot of money, and then he was giving it to his kids. What is that word, the other word in there? Faith. What does that mean? The highlighted word.
Faith. Belief.
Faith. Belief. Yeah. A strong belief. Belief. people say, I have faith that God will take care of us. I have faith that the mayor of Hamtramck will do good things. What you believe. So it
Believe.
doesn't always mean religion.
Believe.
Belief. Yeah. Udaya, next paragraph.
As a child, Kennedy was sickly. He admired his brother Joe, who was athletic and intelligent. Their father wanted Joe to be president one day, but Joe was killed during World War XI.
Wait, hold on. World War what?
Worldwide.
What are those two?
Second,
Two, yes,
Two.
World War II.
two. John was almost killed too. A Japanese warship hit his boat, but he survived
Survived.
the crash. He won a medal for saving his men
Man.
after
Yeah, hold on.
Second war.
These are Roman numerals.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4,
5,
5,
3, 6.
6, and so on. Yeah. They use them for certain things. So World War II was common dates, yeah. And the United States was at war. Notice a word in there, it says warship. What is
Warship.
a warship?
What
What is a ship?
ship? Sea.
Big boat.
A big boat, yes. A ship is a big boat. And so a warship means a boat for warship. United States was at war with Japan, Germany,
Italy.
and Italy.
Yeah.
Now, Japan, Germany, Italy, friends with the USA.
Yeah.
We were friends with Russia then. Today,
Yeah.
not so much. The world is a crazy place. Adnan, next paragraph. After
After the war, John Kennedy began a career in
politics,
Career in
politics.
politics. When he became president, he gave
Famous
speech. He
promised
promised to work for freedom. Around the world, he asked people to give something of themselves. Ask not what your country can do for you. He said. He said, ask what you can do for your country.
What can you do for your country? Don't be selfish. Think about other people. So this word, Politics.
Politics.
Yes. Politics has to do with people running governments. Okay. So just, we talked about colleges and universities.
Yeah.
John Kennedy went to Harvard University. This word, present and past.
Promised.
Promised.
Promise.
Promised, not promise it, promised. Yeah.
Promise.
Next paragraph, Hassan.
Kennedy was very popular during his early presidency.
Presidency. Presidency means time of being president.
People liked him and his wife,
Jacqueline.
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 She was young, beautiful, and elegant people. Loved to see photos of the Kennedys with their two children, John and Caroline.
Caroline.
They were the first children in the White House in 50 years.
50 years. So we have to remember, he was very young. He was 43.
Yeah.
He had two small children when he became president. For 50 years, for a long time, people that became president were old, like Trump and Biden. These are old guys, not young.
Yeah.
Before that, Obama was young, and he lived in the White House. He had two small children. But most of the presidents were old guys. Emran, next one.
Kennedy began the space program that put a man on the moon. Put a man on the moon in 1969. He also started the Peace Corps.
Thousands
of young Americans volunteered to work where they were needed in countries around the world.
This word, this is a title of a program.
A space program.
Piece of crops.
This is crops.
No S sound, no P sound. Core.
Oh,
It sounds like this. It's French. We need Abdel Kader here to help us with our French. It sounds like this. Peace Corps. So you'll see that it's a group of people. So right now in Turkey, and in Syria, well, not so much Syria, but medical corps. People
Medical corps.
helping with medical needs in places where there's trouble. So this was during the 1960s. He said, young people getting out of high school, you can go to another country and teach them how to farm, teach them how to dig wells, teach them how to read and write, build schools, and the government would pay for you to go and learn how to do this. And you stay for 2, 3 years, then come back and go on with your life and with a good experience. So that was very popular in 1960. It says he was very popular during his early presidency. Where are we?
He was president for one term or two.
Where are we on here? On November. Go ahead. Go ahead, Fekri.
On November 22, 1963, John F. Kennedy was
Assassinated.
assassinated in Dallas, Texas. The world was filled with the shock and sorrow.
Shock and sorrow. What does shock mean?
Shock heart.
Surprise.
Surprising.
Big surprise. Yes.
Right?
And what is sorrow?
Sorrow.
Sorrow.
So,
Sadness.
Sadness.
So right now, the students at Michigan State University, very sad.
Sad?
Sorrow. They have sorrow.
Sorrow.
It's a thing. Yeah.
So,
So the big word down there, assassinated. What does assassinated mean?
Assassinate?
Assassinated.
Assassinated.
they lost.
This mean? I don't know.
Assassin.
Murdered.
Murder.
Yes. Murdered.
Huh?
So, John F. Kennedy murder?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So he was elected 1960, 1963, dead. He and his wife were in a car in Dallas, Texas, people waving, "Yay, the president!" And someone with a rifle
Kill him.
up in the building.
And his wife too.
No, no. He was shot and killed, and the governor of Texas was in the car with them, was shot but did not die.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what does this word assassinated mean? It means murdered,
Murder.
but usually the word assassinated is for famous people.
Yeah.
So for example, the one when I grew up, two people that were very famous that were assassinated was Abraham Lincoln,
Yeah.
greatest president, and also Mahatma Gandhi. Do we know Gandhi?
Yeah.
India.
Famous
And
people.
for someone famous. Yeah.
Famous person murdered, they call it assassinated. So in 1963 that happened, and just to remind us what was going on in 1963.
Yeah.
I was in college at that time.
Yeah.
A student, sir.
I was a student, yes, and no cell phone. Nobody gonna call me, no cell phone. And I'm walking down the street at school and someone said, "Did you hear? Kennedy was shot." I didn't know he was dead. But I had to go find a place with a television. You had to find a place for a TV. Not everyone had TVs. So I watched it and it was very frightening because
The Cold War.
what does that mean?
Cold War.
Cold War.
Cold
Cold
War.
War.
الحرب الباردة.
A hot war is like World War II.
Yeah. Using it.
Arms.
Cold War means we disagree. and we want to change your government to be our way. So for example, right now, some people think the United States and Russia don't like each other.
Yeah, cool.
Cold War.
Cold War. We are not shooting Russians. So, but it's like that. But at this time, it was very dangerous. Very dangerous because (1962), the year before he was killed, in the fall of 1962, I was in the dorm. A dorm is a place where you sleep and eat when you go to college. I was in there and someone had a television in another room, and it was the Cuban Missile Crisis. Russia had sent, or should be Soviet Union at that time, were putting atomic missiles in Cuba. I showed you the map, how close. The missiles from Cuba could go to the United States. Atomic missiles. Do you know atomic bombs?
Yes, sir.
The whole city gone, just like that. Very dangerous time. So, the man who killed him, his name was Harvey Oswald. And they found him and took him to jail. And he was walking in the jail, and another man came up and killed him.
Oh.
Yeah, so he got killed right away. So they didn't have time to talk to him very much. Lots of conspiracy theories about that. So let's go over here to page 63 in the back side of your page. Turn it over on yours. And answer the questions from the vocabulary. Okay, let's go through. Wealthy means lots of what? Rich. Lots of money. Faith means what?
Okay.
Faith.
Belief.
Belief. Tragedies.
That happened.
Something bad that happens. Triumph.
Good.
Good. Something good. You win. Yes. Speech.
Speech what?
Lecture.
Speech.
Lecture.
What you say is a speech.
Lecture.
Yes. Yeah. Elegant.
Nice.
Very nice.
Gentle.
Dressed beautifully. Elegant. Assassinated.
Murder.
Murdered. Sorrow.
Sad.
Sadness. Very good. Give you a few minutes to fill those in, then we'll read through these. And let's see who did not sign in. Did you sign? Nope.
Okay.
Perfect.
Today not signed.
It's coming, yeah. Okay, all right, let's do this. We can fill in as we go along together. Number one, Fekri, go ahead, number one.
Number one,
Yep.
very sad events that shock people are called
Tragedies.
tragedies. Bad events.
Tragedies. Ja sound.
Tragedies.
This is a bad thing.
Bad
Yeah.
events.
Yeah. Auni, number two.
Other people or things have beauty and style. They are
Elegant.
religion.
Elegant.
Speech.
Elegant.
Elegant.
It doesn't have to be a woman with beautiful clothes. Elegant.
Elegant, yeah.
Very fashion, very beautiful clothing for a man or a woman. Notice? Got.
Yeah.
Ja.
Yeah.
G has different sounds. Number three, Saham.
When you have a lot of money, you are wealthy.
Wealthy. Rich. Fadden, number four,
When you are sad, you feel
sorrow. Sad feeling. Yep. Number five, Udayan.
Important victories are called all assignated.
Triumphs.
Triumphs.
Yes.
Triumphs. Triumphs.
Triumphs. T. Triumphs.
Triumphs.
Winning something important.
Triumphs.
When it says victory, what does victory mean?
Victory.
Winning.
Winning.
Winning
something
Win.
important.
Important.
Did you guys watch the Super Bowl? No. Did you guys watch World Soccer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Who won? Who won World Soccer? Which team? What? What?
Belgium.
Spanish.
Close.
Who won?
Very good.
Who is number one?
French,
What?
French.
The French. Yes. Triumph. We won. Okay. Where are we? Number
Argentina.
6.
Argentina.
Oh no, that's right. Argentina won.
Yes.
Argentina triumph
Yeah.
for Argentina.
Messi.
I forgot. The one I liked was Morocco. This is my favorite photo. When they won this game, they didn't get championship, but this is what people in triumph look like. Excited. Triumph. They won that game. Where are we? Number 6. Abdullah.
When people are killed for political reasons, they are
Assassinated. Assassinated. Number 7, Arafat.
When you believe on something, you have shape.
You have what?
Shape.
Faith.
You believe.
Faith.
Faith. Faith. We have to remember this word. It's faith is a big word and a small one. So for example, some people say, I have faith in God. That's a belief in God. I have faith in Allah. That's a big faith, but also a little faith. So for example, when I drive my car, I have faith that my car is going to run. A belief that it's going to work. So it's big and small. Faith. And the last one here, I think I have room, number 8. And Adnan, number 8.
When you speak in front of a group of listeners, you give a speech.
Very good. Good talk. Speak is an action. I speak to you. I talk to you. I speak to you. What I say is my speech. That's the thing. Okay. I speak to you, action. The noun is speech. So I wanted to show you one more thing on here.
और कोई पढ़ना
Oh, I know what it was.
presidents. Designated.
There have been 4 American presidents assassinated. Lincoln, Garfield, McKinley,
Kennedy.
and Kennedy. The one we talked about today,
Nineteen
1963, yes. He had a brother. Now we know there was a brother in the story. His older brother, Joe, was killed in the war. Then after this guy was killed in 1963, his younger brother, in 1968, in 1968, his younger brother was running for president. He didn't become president, but he was running for president. He wanted to be president. He was assassinated. So his brother was killed in 1968. That was the same year. See you tomorrow, honey. Happy Valentine's Day. Have a good day.
They killed his brother.
They killed his brother.
Oh,
Yeah. Very sad. Yeah. He was, the guy who killed him is still alive in jail.
he's from America or
Uh,
the American person?
he was born somewhere else, but moved here. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Sirhan.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to remember where he was from, but it was political. You know, politics is tough.
Yeah.
Politics is tough. In your countries, where you came from,
Yeah.
many people assassinated.
Yeah.
About 10 years ago, something like that, the president or prime minister of Yemen
Yeah.
was assassinated.
Yeah.
In Bangladesh, I can't remember his name,
Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman.
and his family.
His family in 1975.
Yeah,
He's founder of Bangladesh.
yeah. Scam likely. I want to do the grammar, but before I do that, I want to tell you something. This was the news of today, and it just reminded me. This word, scam, what does it mean?
Scam.
What is a scam?
مجهول يعني.
Oh, yeah.
What?
No famous, no.
A scam means
Why to touch you? Why to
Corruption.
touch you?
Unknown.
corruption, to cheat you,
Unknown. Why to?
cheat you. So for example, You don't see too much of this now, but sometimes before, people would be on the street and say, I sell you a phone, $50. $50 for the phone. Someone says, does it work? Yeah, it works. And then you take it home, doesn't work.
Scam.
Scam.
Sit.
I'll call you up. Emron. Hello, Emron.
Hello.
How are you today?
Good. How are you?
You're good. Listen, I have a deal for you. Someone has money for you in your name.
You're lying.
$500 in your name. I send it to you right now.
No.
Yeah.
What is your bank account number?
I can't.
Scam. Now, people say, that's stupid. But now, today, I heard this because of what happened in Turkey, in Syria. Hello, how are you today? I'll pick on Fekri. Fekri, how are you, Fekri? Are you good today?
I'm good.
Listen, horrible tragedy in Turkey. We are trying to collect money for medicine.
Yeah.
Can you give $20? $20. You can pay by PayPal. You can do a Google account. $15. That's all it is. $15. Please. People are dying. Scam.
Yeah, man.
Because the money not going to Turkey, going
Her belly.
somebody's pocket. Thousands of these now because of what happened in Turkey. That's called charity. Charity means giving money to help someone else. So when people give money to charity, it has to go to a good place. And so how do you know if it's a good place? You have to look and see, is it real? Or is it, as you said, corruption, stealing, scamming?
Charity good, sir.
Pardon?
Charity better. Charity is lionism. Charity is health.
Well, charity is important,
Important.
yes.
Scam not important. Dangerous.
Scam is not legal, it's illegal. But you have to find them. The government has too many to follow. I gave you this one,
Our community.
and we'll stop and then you'll bring this back tomorrow. But notice on here, we went through this, but notice these prepositions.
Extension challenge.
When we tell about where things are. So we did this last week. What city do you live in? What country do you live in? What county do you live in?
In Michigan.
County.
Buenos Aires.
Wayne County.
Wayne County.
Wayne State
Yeah,
is a
Wayne County.
university.
Wayne County.
So we use in for that.
Yeah.
But the next one, at, it says, what address do you live at? So you say, I live at 25645 York. Number and street. At. But on, I live on York Street. Just the street. I live on a street. At an address. In a city. In a state. The next one is
In.
next to. Do we know next to?
Next to it.
Yeah, yeah. and across from. Across from.
Across from.
Near.
Okay. So
Front.
I would say, what is across from the library? Means the other side of the street. Or at the table. So I'd say, who is across from me?
Yeah.
Okay, Abdullah is across from me. Across from. Okay. Take a look at this and bring it back tomorrow. You can do it at home for homework. I have to call, make a phone call. I have to call the scam and say, hey, listen, I have a scam for you. You can send me some money. I get a lot of scam calls. Do you get a lot of scam calls? But sometimes they sneak one through and it doesn't say scam. So on this phone, if it's a phone number I don't know, I don't answer, and then I look later to see, was there a message? So I have your phone numbers, but if a student, I don't have the number, I have them leave a message, then I call you back. That's a good way. So, have a good day, enjoy the afternoon, beautiful day.
Thank you, sir.
My sign-in sheet. Yeah. Did you sign in, ladies?